Nigeria and other African countries are set to explore their rich arts and cultural diversity. This has been one of the discussion points at the 34th AU Summit for Heads of State and Governments that ends on Sunday. The continent, which lost some of its cultural artifacts during the colonial era, is now pushing for a chance to preserve its heritage. Here's CGTN's Kelechi Emekalam with more.
From the Nok and Ife terracotta to the Benin bronzes and ivories, Nigerian history is rooted in cultural heritage. The unique antiquities found across the country paint a picture of Nigeria's ancient civilization. But in the 19th century, colonialists invaded and looted its finest arts, stealing a key part of the country's cultural identity.
So, where we would have been today if they have allowed us to develop the way we were developing? Because you look at us today, we as people, we are in the middle of nowhere. We cannot keep our African culture and we cannot meet up with the Western culture. You look at our history. For example, the Benin's history, we were not writing and we were not writing things, but our history were kept in Benin in artifacts. So you could pick one single artifact and it will tell you the story of that generation. Those things were taken away from us.
It is believed that Nigeria may have lost billions of dollars worth of antiques through that looting, although no official estimates exist to back that claim. Africa has been fighting to restore these artifacts, and that's why conversations at the 34th AU Assembly target rebuilding and leveraging on Africa's diverse heritage. This will amplify African governments' efforts to ensure the return of precious artifacts stolen.
From the fact that they are stolen and they have to be returned back to the rightful owners, is generating millions and billions of dollars, not naira, for museums all over the world, particularly in Europe. Fortunately, these museums will never tell the visitors how these artifacts came about. They will just tell them they are from Africa or not even Benin. But we are also letting these visitors know that these artifacts are products of theft of a civilization that was almost annihilated.
Artifacts of Nigerian origin are major museum attractions in Europe. They've helped boost their tourism sector. If returned, the government would be tasked with the responsibility of preserving and protecting them while attracting similar interests as they have in Europe.
We have a dedicated agency, the National Museum and Monument. They have a very good facility where we can keep all of this now. Maybe before now, we didn't take much interest in getting enough facilities where we can keep them. But I'm assuring you today, we have standard and treated facilities to keep all these artifacts now.
The struggle to repatriate the artifacts has yielded some gains, including the return in the year 2020 of a 600-year-old terracotta head. Nigeria and Africa continue to push for the return of these artifacts, which art historians say is key to reclaiming and nurturing the African identity. Kelechi Emekalam, CGTN Abuja, Nigeria.
Your sports news coming up next.